The earnings video is a little bit late this month, but for a good reason. Amazon Merch had so many updates since last month, and we talk about it, and of course we also talk about the earnings for September. It all really began after the last earnings video we posted. Literally on the same day this message popped up. Starting today we will be enabling tumblers for some content creators, and these some content creators turned already to all, so everybody with a merch account has now tumblers available. And I can definitely say after more than a month it is worth it, and it is a good product. Royalties are around $3 per sale. That's okay for an accessory, and they definitely sell also organically. So here Amazon really introduced a new product with value. Just a little bit later, on the 1st of October, the next message came up, and this is about the iPhone cases for the 16 models are now available. Also here I have to say, great from the Amazon merch team that they introduced it so fast. I think they were also that fast last year, but the year before they had heavy issues to introduce the new models. And of course, especially for Q4, for the Christmas sales, it is very important that the new iPhone models are already available, and they are now. And on top of that, the next thing, just a few days later, new magnetic pop wallets. So like an addition to the pop sockets we already have. I have to say here I'm not that excited, because for me pop sockets royalties are a little bit too low. Plus this accessory is not really coming from Amazon itself. How I think about it, it's more from this pop socket store, so more like a cooperation, and this is why I personally don't like pop sockets. I also never really sold that much, and yeah, maybe of course because of that, because I don't sell so much, I don't think that pop sockets are the best product in the merch program. But also here expanding products, and here bringing them not just to the US, also already bringing them to the European marketplaces. And on top of that, maybe the best message of them all is Amazon wants to know what we are thinking. They want to make a survey. To be honest, I didn't do it right now. I saw a lot in threads what people wanted and what they expected, and some ideas and features. I would say probably it always will take a while till Amazon really introduces new features, and of course it's not like a Wish concert I think. So they ask us, but maybe just more for validation, because then they make maybe a few adjustments in the backend for some new features, and maybe they have already some in the pipeline. Because even when they ask us now, I can't imagine that is now like a user's platform where we simply can say, hey, 51% of the people voted for that, so we focus on that. I'm not sure about that, but nevertheless, take the journey, make your wishes, also of course your comments. It is really, really important. And at the end, for a month now, we talk about the little changes and little adjustments that Amazon make, of course also the problems they have. And I have to say, in the last 2 months or 1.5 months, they really picked up the pace again, and it is also definitely meaning for me that the merch program will grow further in the future, and that the merch team also has a lot in the pipeline, and also already had a lot in the pipeline, because all these changes are not possible without preparation that probably took months with supply chain, and also adding all the products in the back end and enabling them for the users. This is all a big process because Amazon is simply so big. So very, very positive sign. I hope, of course, that some new features, products, marketplace are introduced in the near future. I'm not sure if I want to have it Q4, maybe starting next year, so I can prepare literally a year for the next Christmas time then. But yeah, overall positive message, and now we jump into the earnings. You know the game. On Instagram.com/flyingresearch you can follow our daily and also monthly sales. First we take a look at the September 2023. So a year ago we had 1,728 sales, 4,700 euro in income and a very high ad spend with 2,861 euros. And I can tell you the reason for this, it was pushing for Halloween, so lower prices, high advertising, especially here at the US account you see that the ads are nearly also the income. And when you also see, for example, the October, how much bigger this is then the preparation from September, and you can also see here the month before that the earnings just a little bit higher, here even less, despite the fact that here we made less sales. So this was the September of last year. This year we did not really suffer that much, to be honest. I also did not make that much advertising. I made much. I also wanted to push for Halloween. This here is the Flying Merch Chrome extension. This is what it literally can do at the moment. So showing you everything about your sales and of course also ad spend. I filtered here the last month, so September, and you can also see it here that we had 1,877 sales with an income of 5,590 euro, so much higher, also a little bit more sales. You can also see here the ads cost, how many orders and everything, and also of course here the royalties. And when you compare these two again, you can see that the royalties this year in September were a lot higher. How it is then turning now in October, I have to see. It seems for me like that the ads cost are not the same like last year, so less, but of course also the earnings are less. You can see here also comparing to last year that the US account is the main account in 2024 and the earnings are a lot higher compared to the last year. I also have to say that the European marketplaces in general are weaker compared to last year. To be honest, if this is purely market driven or if this is due to the fact that we push the US account a little bit more, I can't say at the point exactly. Maybe a little bit of both, but yeah, this is how it currently performs. From a sales side, I mean, you can see in the last couple of videos which products we sold most. We have a Halloween bestseller, and this is of course the bestseller for the US market in September, but we really have small royalties in September. So from a earnings side, this is not really showing, but in a sales number, this is definitely showing. And yeah, this is then the current status, September 24, much more profitable than 2023. And now we take a look at the whole year. You can of course hit pause anytime and have a closer look at the numbers from our royalty side. We are plus 6,000 net royalties this year. This is like 15% more. Then also from the ads cost we are 16% lower, and this means that the profit is around 50% higher compared to last year, and this is still great. In October we won't make like 50% more in earnings or in total profit compared to last year. November, December I can't really say. So I think it will turn out to be around maybe 45%, but is a great growth in profit. So this is it. Then the amount of designs, again for the year 2023, I don't have the exact numbers, so I estimated, and this means that from a design side we have 42% more designs online and 88% more products online. Of course we expanded also a lot of products, around 3K I think now with the new tumblers, and of course this is driving also the numbers upwards and also here the percentage. The total net sales are 6.19% higher compared to last year, and the organic sales are nearly 30% higher. What is great, ad sales are lower, 22%. I always mention this, it is connected of course with the ad spend, and of course the total amount of ad sales is also 12% then less compared to last year, but is in a case good, because this means many of our designs also sell organically and we are not that pending or dependent on the advertisement that we make. Nevertheless, of course, this is very, very important. The net margin per sale is like 9% higher compared to last year. The costs per sale through advertising are also 8% higher, or nearly 9% higher. So this is more or less zero here, or it's zero. Let's say it like that. And the margin by ads, last year we lost like 45 cents with every ad sales, and this year it is 49 cents with every ad sales. So also very similar numbers compared to last year, and the return rate is still a little bit less compared to last year, so over 1%. And of course, when you sell like 14,000 designs, even a % less return rate is already much and gives you much more earnings. Yeah, and this is then here the comparison. As I mentioned, simply hit pause when you want to take a closer look, and then this here is the earnings video for September 24. And this is it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, hit like, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any videos in the future. If you have now any thoughts about the recent updates in the merch program, or you have any questions about this earnings video, then simply write it down in the comments. Of course, you can also let me know how your September performed, or how your whole merch year performs till now. Apart from that, I wish you a wonderful day. We see us in the next video. Have a great time. Bye.